everyone.
Who wants to start?
So, Coach, talk a little bit about, you know, the #1 ranking in the preseason for the A10, and you enjoyed it for a day. I mean, how do you guys sort of process that and look at it as, you know, well, this is great, but this is, you know, October, and you don't win a championship in October, and that
Right.
type of thing.
I just think the preseason rankings, it's like, hey, we got an eye on you, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean anything. Any team can show up at any time, and it just really shows that all these teams in our leagues think something of us, but we need to step up to the plate and fill those shoes that have been made for us. So at the end of the day, preseason, like I said, means nothing, but we just got to come ready to play.
Connor, do you feel like this is an exciting time for Duquesne basketball? I mean,
For
yeah,
sure.
#1 ranking, new building coming in. Is there a different feeling about this program right now than there was, you know, as far back as you can even remember? You know,
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be the last team to play in this building. So we're setting history all the way around. A10 championship is at our house. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. Just very exciting time. My last time playing with these girls, my sisters, so it's just an emotional, exciting ride that I can't wait to get rolling with.
So, Kadri, do you want to expand on that anything, or are you guys good?
Good. Kadri, with Lyle eligible to play this year, what does she bring and help open you guys up with?
I think Laya is obviously a very good post player with a lot of different moves. So it's very exciting to play with her. She's definitely gonna give me more opportunity to be sort of the 4 player and maybe get more face-up opportunities rather than always back to the basket. So I think it's very exciting to play with her.
for any of you, when you return so many players from a year ago, how have you been able to sort of expand what you know, build on roles, build on individual skill sets, as opposed to just getting players used to rotations and things like that?
I mean, it's way better when you have depth because you can make more rotations, and we just keep doing what we were doing and just trying to get better every day. So it means a lot that you have depth.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to go all out every time you touch the floor because you know you have help coming in on the bench. That's what's really comforting for at least the starting 5. Like, we know we can go in there, at least give a hard 4 minutes, all you got. We got a sub coming in, give you a break, there's not gonna be any drop off. They're gonna bring just as much heat, just as much fire as the first 5, and that's what's really comforting for the team. And we won't have to be tired in October, November, December. We'll be ready to go, fresh legs for conference play and championship.
I also think it helps us in practice maybe to focus more on the game stuff and game-like stuff rather than teaching everything, because we've already pretty much been doing everything. So it just gives us more time to focus on everything more in depth.
With all the positive things it seems like you guys have going for you, on court wise, is there one area where you feel like this is where we really have to be the most diligent and not let our guard down? You know what I'm talking about? Just to kind of, so that the one key thing that you guys can't slack on, basically.
I think one of our biggest things is having those mental lapses. We can go a full 28, 29 seconds of great defense and then at the last second foul, or the last second let up a bucket. It's just staying focused in for each possession, taking that time after time, and just on the offensive end executing. We can get any shot that we want. We just have to make sure we run our plays right and make sure we get the best option, the best shot every time. And if we can keep that up, then I think we'll be fine.
Anyone else care to expand on that?
I think I agree with that completely, yeah. So, I mean, defense has been something that we've focused a lot on this summer, this preseason, so I think if we can focus in on defense, I think that's gonna do good things for us.
Yeah, with us being such a offense-dependent team, you can score 100 points, but if your team if your team that you're playing scores 101, you still lose. So just making defense a priority is really one of our big things that we've been working on this year.
to that end, and from the defensive side, I mean, Coach mentioned you guys aren't necessarily going to out-height anybody or maybe out-athlete anybody, so what makes it work for you guys? What do you guys have to do X's and O's wise to make your defense work?
Sound team defense. It's a group effort. If one person is lacking, then the whole thing can shut down. Help side, digging in when you need to, choking. If we're switching, make sure you switch hard. It's just the little things.
Principles.
Yes.
Yeah, knowing our principles, definitely.
So with a big trip to Texas coming up, is there anything specific you guys are looking forward to do other than just get back to playing?
Barbecue. The barbecue. I know I'm excited about that.
I think it is an exciting trip to start with a lot of us haven't even been to Texas, so it's going to be like
I've
just
never
all
been.
around an exciting trip, and having the chance to play against like Big 12 teams, and I think it's, we're all very excited to start up, and with that trip especially,
Especially because you get to see how you match up against the best. I know that's my favorite part about it. Like, how do we compare to these Power 5 teams, these top teams? Like, if we can compete against them, then we'll be good for this season.
Have you reached a point, do you feel like, where you mentioned playing a Big 12 team, Power 5, whatever it is, do you feel like it's just a measuring stick, or do you feel like you can go in and actually maybe win some of these games?
For sure. When I say compete, I mean compete to win, not just to, let's see if we can not lose by 20. No, we're going in with the mindset like we're here to win. And that's for any opponent, from Power 5 to the MAC to, it doesn't matter, through and through.